nagkausap kami ng mom ko sa phone, tapos napag-usapan namin tong TikTok na to, and she essentially told me that one of her peers have seen me on social media and complimented my eloquence on TikTok in general. Sa TikTok naman talaga, a lot of people comment na, oh, you should start a podcast, or like, I love your eloquence. And I really want to talk about that today, on how I became this eloquent. I think kalahati nito is nung bata ako, guys, alam nyo ba, na bawat isang libro na babasahin ko, bibigyan ako ng mama ko ng 100 pesos. Nung time na yun, hindi pa ako mahilig magbasa. Eventually, nag-fall in love ako sa pagbabasa. Pero one thing about me, magaling ako sa pera, and I understood money at a very, very young age. I've always been like financially motivated, even as a kid. Naiintindihan ko yung concept of money, naiintindihan ko yung concept of saving, and to me, like, getting money was a win. So parang my mom saw that, and she incentivized me na parang, okay anak, if you read a book this thick, I would give you 100 pesos. And to some kids, that would be like, oh, okay, maybe I'll take 2 weeks to read it. No, girl, I was money hungry. It would take me one day to read a book that's this thick. And essentially, in my head, it became a cheat code. You're telling me if I read one book a day, I would get 700 pesos a week. And I took the fucking challenge. My mom actually had to stop that because I abused the system. Pero like, little did we know, we were both winning. I think like just that challenge really sharpened my brain. Kasi yung paningin ko sa eloquence, in my opinion, dalawang aspeto siya. The thinking part, where you arrange your thoughts, and then the expression part, where you speak and you verbalize your thoughts. So the thinking part, importante na well-read ka, importante na alam mo yung sinasabi mo, importante na meron kang critical thinking system sa brain mo, na marunong kang magsala ng information, marunong kang mag-take, marunong kang mag-form ng sariling opinion, marunong kang mag-ignore ng other opinions, and to criticize essentially like the best pathway to a topic. You know, parang yun yung part na yun. And then the other challenge is to actually verbalize that. Maraming tao na matatalino, na alam nila yung sagot sa brain nila, pero nahihirapan silang ilabas or to find the right words to say it. And like, both sides of that are skills, and are very hard skills to master. So the thinking part, the books part, I think it checks off the thinking aspect. Pero the expression aspect, I was a kid, in-enroll ako sa singing lesson. I like to sing, and my mom nung summer, parang Center for Pop ba yun? If Filipino kayo na what I'm saying. Center for Pop, parang one summer I did that. And parang ang liit-liit lang niya, pero looking back, I think yun yung nagbigay sa akin ng exposure to do things publicly at mawalan talaga ng hiya. Kasi yung pagkawala ng hiya, sobrang importante niya, especially kung parent ka at dinadevelop mo yung anak mo. Sobrang importante to expose your kid to public speaking, to being perceived at a stage. So, yun pa lang yung singing experience ko na yun, na kahit one summer lang yun of singing lessons, I think it worked really well for me. And another big part of my life is I was actually an athlete. Nagpalarong pambansa ako nung grade 6. Ang pinaka-lesson ko dun talaga is like, nung dinala ko sa training, unang-una yung disiplina.